Hello, everyone. Welcome to Gamers in the Night podcast. I got my regulars here. I have Creep Elite, who finally joined us. Inside joke right there. How you doing tonight?
Glad to be here, finally.
Yeah, took only half hour. And we have MT Shark 7. What's going on, Mark?
Doing good. How you doing?
I think we discussed this off air.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. There we go. Alright, so I guess we'll get started going up and down the line here. We'll start with Josh tonight. What you been playing this weekend?
This weekend? I haven't played anything yet. I've been playing a lot of Super Meat Boy again.
Super Meat. Oh yeah, that's what you're playing last week, right?
We were live streaming it on Wednesday, but I just kept playing it actually.
That sucks now. I can't watch it because I'm in school now. Not close. Why couldn't I could catch the after stream? Just like get home, eat, and it's like, oh, I just ate now. I'm going to sleep now. No, that's a Super Meat Boy P at PlayStation?
Yeah, it just released on PlayStation, so it's free for PlayStation Plus members.
PlayStation Plus, that's right. Yeah, that's not...
It's actually like one of my favorite games of all time, so I just...
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Did you play on the PC?
I've tried playing on the PC, but I think it really needs a controller, so I beat it on the Xbox 360. That was my first.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm thinking.
First time I played it.
360.
Now I'm playing it here, but they've changed the music for this one because there was a bit of an issue with the rights holder to the music. So they had to like put new music into it, and I think that this music on this version sucks. So if you're gonna play it and you have a 360, I would recommend you play it there.
Is it that bad?
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
Oh, that's pretty.
Which is really unfortunate for such a great game.
That is pretty unfortunate. That sucks, man. Well, Mark, has there been any game music that stuck you wrong?
No, not that I can think of.
Nothing this week.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. I have to. I'm just gonna announce this episode is dedicated to Bucky O'Hare. Just some things going on in life, so we're thinking of you, Bucky. All right. Go ahead, Mark. What are you playing this week?
This weekend I finally started Alan Wake.
Nice.
Last night, and I was playing a little bit of it today, but really would like to get more into it. I think I'm gonna have to bring the Xbox 360 down in the living room because the system's so old it sounds like a wind tunnel. So last night I was playing it and I tried to like I didn't even have the volume up that loud, and my girlfriend was like, "Turn it down." I'm like, I can barely hear what the heck's going on in this game because all I hear is like through the fan.
What kind of 360 you have? Is it one of the original ones?
Yeah, it doesn't even have an HDMI port.
Oh wow, yeah, that's old.
Yeah.
Those are noisy.
Oh yeah, it's like it's a biplane.
There's a lot of stories out there, and I've actually seen it once. The disc kind of bend a bit because it gets so hot.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think my system gets too hot, which I'm surprised about.
That means if you don't have an HDMI port, that must have been like one of the original release systems. I'm really surprised that hasn't red ringed yet.
It did once.
Okay.
And I did send it back, and they fixed it, and it's been hanging. It's been going strong ever since.
That's
well,
good.
Josh, there's your new GoFundMe project.
Yeah, I'll go start on the GoFundMe.
So I can get a newer, updated Xbox. What is it? The Xbox 360 Slim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're great, man. The 360 Slim is awesome.
They don't look that slim though, do they?
Pardon?
They don't look that slim though, because I have one, and does it? Go on, keep talking. I might have this mixed up.
You might
trying to
have
quiz
it.
me again.
I have the original and the Slim, and I gave the original to my dad to use because he doesn't play that much. But every time I play with him on that Xbox, I'm just like, wow, this thing is loud. And then I play on my Slim and I can't hear it at all. So
Oh, okay, yeah. I see it. Never mind. I was thinking something else for a minute because when I think of compare it from PS3 Slim to the 360 Slim,
Yeah.
PS3's got some weight down.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's right. Well, we got a we got a lot of topics tonight. So we're gonna start with some topics here. Well, you got any, well, because Mark gave me a whole list here. Is there anything you want to talk about, Josh?
No, I'm good with whatever.
Go ahead. You can start off tonight. If there's something on your mind, go ahead.
I could talk about my Metal Jesus Rocks rant.
I saw a little bit of it, but the sound, because the sound stopped. The app, I don't like the app. While I watch on the YouTube app.
Oh, okay. I guess that's kind of on my mind is like
Go ahead.
big YouTuber giveaways.
Actually, to be honest, a lot of this stuff's been on my mind too a bit lately. So I'll let you go ahead.
All right. Well, have either of you seen the Metal Jesus Rocks giveaway video that I'm talking about?
No.
I'm gonna select a little bit of it. I didn't get to see it all.
Well, basically what he's doing is he wants to do a thank you for to all of the subscribers for all the support and stuff like that, and then basically what he's doing is he contacted this guy who has a product called the 1UP card.
Yeah.
And basically it's a plastic piece of cardboard or whatever you want to call it with two little scrubby things on the end that you use to scrub the contacts of your cartridge games. So, and it works on anything from like Atari to Super Nintendo, Genesis, like all those things.
Yeah.
So there's going to be 20 winners from this thing, and then basically not Metal Jesus Rocks, but the owner of the product is going to ship them out internationally in the name of Metal Jesus Rocks thank you giveaway program, whatever you want to call it. And I thought that was a little bit underhanded because basically he's thanking his fans, but then someone else is upfronting the money and the product for someone else. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay, that's strange. You probably
So-
got that. We just have Junior Kolima coming in.
All right.
We got no cameras on here, Jorge. Jorge, welcome.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, sorry, I just been a bit off Facebook a bit. I've had we have cameras off, Jorge.
Okay.
Sorry, to put up. Oh, good. I like that green screen behind you there, though. Sorry, Josh. Just Junior Kalima here. What time you got, Jorge? 11 o'clock?
Man, it's 11:36. I'm actually interested in what Josh was talking about. I was listening in, and what were you talking about? The giveaway video or something like that?
Yeah, the Metal Jesus Rocks giveaway video.
Yeah, I'm sorry for interrupting. Keep going.
No. What are your thoughts on it? Let's throw you into the mix here.
Dude, I'm not subscribed to him. I just don't. I don't like his channel. What can I say?
Okay. That's fair.
That's a quick question. Did you remove your picture, Jorge?
What did I have before?
It was you and your cousin, or you and your brother.
No, I don't know what's going on with that.
Because it just has the.
Hugh.
It
just says Hugh on my side. So, anyways, what was the deal with that? What's going on with that?
Well, basically, like he's giving away the product from someone else to thank his fans for the support that they've been giving him as a channel. So he's not putting any money to buy the product, not that I'm aware of. This is just me going off of the video. He's not buying the product. He's not shipping the product. The owner of the product is actually upfronting the cost from everything. So to pay for the actual thing itself, plus all the shipping internationally to 20 different people. So alone, the product is going to cost, for those 20 different people, is going to cost $200, plus shipping for all these things. And Metal Jesus Rocks gets all the praise and thank yous, and the guy on the side who has this 1UP card is basically getting, like, secondary advertising for it. Which is fine if you want to advertise for something, but I don't really appreciate, or I don't really like the fact that he's doing it as a giveaway.
So who's paying the $200?
Well, the guy of the 1-Up card, the guy who owns the company, is, as far as I know, he's upfronting the cost of it, and the prize pack they're giving out is equivalent to $10. So $10 to 20 people is $200 just in product alone.
Hmm.
You know what surprises me is that he didn't create a GoFundMe page to pay for the. That's what really shocks me, you know. But hey, who the fuck am I, right?
I'll start one for him.
Does he have a Patreon?
Well, that's the other thing. Okay, he's making so much money on Google ads or whatever, YouTube ads. He has a Patreon. He's making over $800 a month solely in Patreon. Never mind the YouTube money.
Which, you know, I mean, to be fair, that's fine, but that's kind of the point as well, right?
Exactly.
I mean,
why can't he use some of that money to get something cool that people want? Yes, the 1-Up card is a great product if that's what you want, but I think it's kind of a cheap
more personal,
giveaway.
right? Yeah, something more personal. Yeah.
Here's a copy of, you know, I don't know, name Final Fantasy VII, or I don't know, something that's like decently good games to people who want them, not quote unquote, like, I don't want to say it's crappy, but I mean like a crappy little plastic thing with a scrubber on the end that I could just use a Q-tip instead.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I got a quick question. What is a Patreon?
It's basically like a you subscribe, or you how do I say? It's kind of like a subscription. So every month you donate a certain amount of money to a certain person, and then you get certain perks out of it. So you could get like, so say Metal Jesus Rocks will, what do I say? Release some videos so the Patreon people will see it first. The other thing he does is he takes questions from his Patreon subscribers, and then he also makes videos about, you know, stuff that the Patreon wants to do, or wants to know. It's a good idea. I don't have a problem with it if you want to do that. If you want to support a channel financially, sure, go for it.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
But I just feel like of all the money he's making out of this, I don't think the giveaway is appropriate for what he's trying to do.
Sorry, but I was saying, like, you guys don't find the Patreon, like, I've read a lot of people's Patreons. There's one I won't name him, but like, I guess when you're doing Patreon, that's kind of serious because you're going to take people's money. Wouldn't you figure to like actually proofread the page before publishing it?
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of those. I'm actually reading them like there's some like you can pretty much make it out, but it's just kind of like, so you're expecting them. Like people, okay, they'll give you money, but this looks like you just quickly drafted this up. Like, yep, just give me money, Patreon, support me on YouTube here.
And I agree with you, Jeff. But see, that kind of lies on the person that's going to donate money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
If you're dumb enough to not read and just like, okay, I'll give you, you know, $20 a month to do nothing, you know, while I work hard for those $20. Then, you know, that's kind of your, you know, our fault.
That's on you, exactly.
But I understand what you're saying. It's like people aren't always honest. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we got our topics today. So what we do, Jorge, is I'm not sure how much you've seen it because I know you go to bed early, just fine. I like to go if I really want to. I love to go to bed at 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock at night.
Well, I go into work in 3 hours, so.
Brutal.
I'm just not going to sleep tonight. Yeah.
So he's here. I go up and down the line, so it's kind of like in order. Like how I see it, you're for. Hence which way I'm going. You're for first, and you're right beside Josh. Then it goes to Mark, and then to me, and then back down the line.
Perfect. So, that's the way it should be.
Here's the first one. This is an interesting one, Mark. Do you remember what the first topic was about looking?
Wait, what was that?
Do you remember what the first topic was we made without looking?
It was the listening to music, right?
He's looking this up, folks.
While playing video games?
That's right. So here's topic number one, is listening to music and playing video games and having it sound like it was meant for the game, not like Super Meat Boy on the PS4 for Josh. So, Jorge, Go ahead. Fire away. Do you understand the question?
Yeah. So what game and music have I paired together that just go really well? Is that it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so I think the first one that popped right into my head, it's one that was actually paired to begin with, but then once I started putting the whole album to it, I just was like, I was having a great time, and that's Call of Duty Zombies and Avenged Sevenfold. And
Oh, cool. Yeah, I
it's
can see
just
them going together.
you just get pumped and you're just playing. You know, you kind of get lost in it. And I remember I'd even turn off the chat with my brother and cousin because it was just went together really well, you know.
Yeah.
So that's one that I can think of right off the top of my head. And really, to be honest with you, I'm not a big I don't listen to music while I play games a lot.
Yeah, I don't do it anymore either.
Yeah, so that's really the only one that pops into my head because it's the only one that I've really done on purpose.
Huh.
All right, Josh, go for it.
I'm kind of in the same camp. I don't really listen to a lot of music while I play games. I do generally try to stick with the game music.
Except for Super Meat Boy.
Except for Super Meat Boy. That would be the only one where I would actually get the original soundtrack and play that over top of the crappy one they have on there now.
What's so bad about it?
I don't know, it just sounds like garbage. It's really hard to... It just sounds like noise.
I'm going to have to pull this up somewhere.
So can I ask you a question, Josh?
Sure.
And just, I guess this goes in general for whenever you guys answer the question, do you guys usually listen to a lot of music when you're not playing video games?
Oh yeah, I listen to music all the time.
Okay, cool. All right, so that's the same as me. So it's just weird that when I play the video games, I don't.
Yeah.
Mark, that's your question. You get to answer your own topic.
Okay,
That's the perk of this show. You get to do the topic, then you get to answer it too.
Nice.
Go for it, Mark.
Well, actually, it's kind of funny. I didn't notice it till my friend pointed out. Him and I used to play Resident Evil for the Sega Saturn, and I would listen. I was like, well, I'm still big in the corn, but I would listen to their debut album, the original one, while I'm playing it, and it's weird. Like the music actually goes with that game. Like if it's loading, like when you would open the door, like the rhythm would change, and it would just like go with the game. It's really weird if you ever try it, but it will not work for the PlayStation version because the timing's off. So it's like it works perfectly for the Saturn version. So that was like kind of weird. And then when I would go over my cousins, we were playing 64, and we were all into Green Day. We would be hanging out, listening to Green Day Dookie and playing the original Turok, and surprisingly that like went well with it. And what other game? I used to play the second Turok, Seeds of Evil. I would be listening to Static X. That apparently went with that game when I would play it. And what other games? Yeah, I think that's all I can think of off the top of my head. It's kind of weird, like how they like go together. It's like, oh wow, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's cool. I've never really experimented with it, so it's cool to hear what people have to think about it.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff, it's up to you now. Well, thanks, Jeff.
Yes, Jeff.
Those are some pretty good answers, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I've listened to music only once in my life while actually playing a game. So that's a really hard question.
Ooh, that's a bold statement, Jeff.
It is. Because now most people know I'm part deaf, so sometimes listening to music and putting together lyrics can be a bit tedious for me. Like there's a lot of music out there I love, though, and I can follow along fine. But honestly, I'm going to have to actually say the only time will be, I guess, it'll play in my, which doesn't count, it'll play in my head. It's just like another video. Like, let's say I'm playing Legend of Zelda. And for some reason, Super Mario World music will pop in my head. It's the only way I can actually answer that. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Oh, whatever. I could be rolled all otherwise. Alrighty then.
Oh wait, could I add to my answer?
No. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I just remembered Crazy Taxi with the Offspring. They're like goes perfectly together.
You know what? I can go on this too now. Would any of the Grand Theft Auto games count?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well,
when it comes to you, Jeff, I don't know if they count.
It's only me, eh? Okay, fine. Flash FM, K-Rose on... Where's K-Rose from? I can't remember now. Oh, yeah. Grand Theft Auto. Flash FM. But now, like a little bit off top here. Have you all played Grand Theft Auto at Vice City?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I did not.
Get out.
I did not play Vice City. No.
Okay.
Which is fine.
You know what? It was a really good game, dude.
Right.
It was the story actually worked really well for that thought. But anyway, we'll get into that another time. We won't imprison you for that one. That's fine.
I played a hell of a lot of San Andreas though, so.
That's a good one. Oh, that's where K-Rose is from, San Andreas. Never mind. Anyway, it'll go Mark, Josh, and Jorge. I just have to. I think I have poison water because I feel weird from drinking a sip of water here. So we'll just go on. Mark, you're going to be in charge for a minute until I get back. It's beating your first video game and how it made you feel. So
okay.
If you guys are on the line while I watch this later, you're in trouble. I'm just kidding. All right, go ahead.
Alright, actually the first video game I think I'd beaten was Super Mario Brothers 3. And it wasn't even at my house. I was like, I brought my Nintendo to my grandparents, and I was just like messing around, just playing on it. And here I like ended up getting to like the final castle, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm actually at the last boss. I didn't even expect it at all. And it was like, it like kind of drove me to try and beat like other games. And I think next I beat like Mega Man 3, like Jurassic Park for Nintendo. Some of the games I couldn't even beat. I think I have like Hunt for Red October. I had to use Game Genie for that one.
Yeah.
That one was like impossible. And then I got upset when I would get to I remember playing that game. Game Genie would work, but then you got to like the very last part of the game, and it just doesn't work. Like your lives actually deplete, and you actually get a game over if you don't finish the last segment correctly.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, that's kind of crappy.
That's harsh.
So it was Mario Brothers 3 that started getting me into beating games.
Very cool.
Yeah. I don't know who's next.
Josh.
It's Josh.
Yeah.
Me? Okay.
You don't have to yell, Jeff. Gosh.
I honestly can't remember the first game I beat, but I think the one that immediately comes to my head is Mickey Mouse and the Legend of Illusion for the Game Gear. It's probably I think I bring this game up a lot, but it's actually like I think it's fun.
Dude, it's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people just kind of like they dismiss the Game Gear, but they don't realize there's actually a lot of really good games on there.
Yeah.
But I remember playing that, and I remember it being so hard for a very long time, and trying it so hard to just like memorize the levels, memorize patterns where you got to go, and then the one time I think I got to the final boss, and he would kill me, and then I'd get game over, and then I'd have to get the whole game over again. But it got to the point where it was like I was really invested in it, and I beat it, and I remember being ecstatic that I'd finally beaten this game, and I was the only person in my family to beat it.
Oh wow.
So, and I guess it's such a strong memory that like it's still one of my favorite games of all time.
How old were you, Josh?
I can run through it in about like 15 minutes. Pardon, what was that?
How old were you when you beat it?
Probably like 10 or 11.
Oh, yeah.
So.
How old are you, Josh? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 28.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
You old fart.
I was gonna say, like, I thought another good gaming memory for you, Josh, would be playing Wogo Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball and beating the Mariners on easy mode.
I would be the Mariners. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Mariners and everything. If anyone's seen the show, was that on the show, or did we did the podcast, or did we do that in Canadians of Chaos?
Yeah.
I think it was Canadians of Chaos. We did that.
That's hilarious.
I knew it would come up today, though.
Oh, actually, I think it was here because it was the GoFundMe thing. Yeah, something like that.
I actually remember watching that one.
I shouldn't hold it down. I was gonna, you know what I was gonna do? I was gonna wait till next season when the Blue Jays play the Mariners. I was taking a post and be like, this is gonna be a hard one for Josh to decide. That's pretty cool. Now, the interesting thing that Josh mentioned for the Game Gear, as we'll get into this topic earlier because I actually wrote it down today. Do you have a Retron 5?
I don't know.
Wait, what? Do you have a Retron 5?
No, I don't have one.
Oh, okay.
What do you think? What do you think I said?
He's like, "Do you have a Retron 5?" And you're like, "I don't know."
No, I said no, I don't. I think.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if I have a Retron 5. Maybe I do. I don't know.
That's funny, man. That's funny. I guess we all misheard Josh.
We're sleep drunk here. So that alright, fuck. So.
You okay, Jeff? Breathe, man. Woosah.
I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh, so that Retron 5, you don't know if you have or not. They're putting in a Game Gear part for it now.
Like an adapter?
I'm not sure. I read in an article somewhere.
That would be amazing, because that was like the one thing I wanted to be able to do was play my Game Gear games on like a big screen TV.
Dude, we have like 5 Game Gears and none of those suckers work. They all need to be fixed. I hate that.
I have 3 of them and they don't work. So.
Hey, ship them out to me. I'll fix them for you.
Really? I'll ship them out to you and you can have all the extras as long as you can give me one that works.
Yeah, I'm like a professional at that, man. I'm like...
Oh, yeah, I will. I'll ship them out and you can have all the extras and make a little bit of money and I'll just... As long as I have one working one, man.
Yeah, definitely. I can do that.
Very cool.
It's funny. Every time I fix them, like, it makes the house smell because the capacitors are so gross. You apply the soldering iron to it. Every time my girlfriend comes in, she's like, "What's that smell?" I'm like, "You see me working on a Game Gear. It's like the 900th one I fixed. Like, you can act like it's something new."
Yeah, man, that would be honest or awesome.
Yeah, definitely, man.
It would be awesome if they added that on there because, like I said, I always wanted to play Game Gear games, and I actually got rid of my collection because I got tired of my Game Gears not working.
What was the other
I hear that from a lot of people, actually. A lot of people.
I just gave them away.
So, Jorge, what was your first video game?
You know what? Mine is.
Don't say E.T.
It's not E.T., but it was on. I'm having a hard time. I've always had a hard time deciding like what was the first game I beat because I don't remember. I played so many.
Give me some advice. You can pull a Josh and say you don't know.
No. I have 3 games that I get to choose from, Jeff. Okay, and you get to listen to all 3 of them.
I'm honored.
So,
right.
I got my NES around 1989, 1990 when I was like, it was for that Christmas, like going into 1990 or whatever. But at the same time, I was 5. But at the same time, so I'm 30. At the same time, we had an Atari, and that's right around the time when I started gaming with my dad. And I remember playing a lot of Lode Runner. I'm not sure that we beat all the levels on the Commodore 64 for Lode Runner. And then we played a lot of TMNT and Mega Man 2. So we beat those two for sure, and dude, I honestly could not tell you which one was the first one. I know that the one that we jumped up and down the most for was fucking TMNT, man, because that game was so damn hard.
Yeah.
You know, beating the what is it, the last boss. If you walked the wrong way at some point, like you actually could never find the room. You would have to backtrack and stuff. We never knew that. You know, it took us months to beat that freaking game. So I'm not sure, to be honest, whether it was Mega Man 2 or TMNT.
Well, what do you call that, Ty? Those are some pretty solid games. So I guess that's where nostalgia comes from, Mega Man, eh?
Oh yeah. I owned 1, 2, 5, and 6 when I was younger. I don't know what happened with 3 and 4, but that's why
you kept all the boxes, eh?
Shit, man, dude. You know what? I remember tearing those fuckers open, dude. Like half, in half, like the actual boxes, just like tearing them in half. And looking back, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, jeez.
Exactly.
Oh man, that's nuts though, eh? Like I go back and I don't know. You know what? We weren't gonna know that this is gonna be super popular.
Right. Nobody does. But then there is those kids that freaking kept their stuff, man. There's people with their complete in-box TurboGrafx shit, and I'm like, I'm sitting here with like my original Game Boy, and that's all that I have from when I was younger.
Wow.
Jeez, man. All right. So what was the question again? I forgot.
Beating your first video game and how that made you feel?
Can you all take a guess? If you know me very well, you might be able to nail it on the numbers.
Mario 64.
Oh, I was just going to say that.
Me too.
All right, well, it's a majority. Yeah, Mario 64 beat that.
Yeah.
Beat that.
Is that the very first game you ever beat, though?
Yeah, because when this N64 came out, I was young, like 4 or 5 when it came out.
Yeah, what are you now, Jeff? Like 14?
For references, someone, I'm not that. Anyway, I'm 25 now, or I don't know.
What?
I'm 24 now. I'm 24 now. But that was super amazing. And then I remember, because after the credits were done, my dad pressed every button like, "Whoa, I can't do this thing no more." We started. We have to beat it again because we didn't know how it worked like that at the time. And I remember just beating that over and over again. And I think the next game we beat was Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'm not sure though. But still, it was pretty epic at the time.
Those are some heavy hitters, man.
Yeah.
That's where I grew up, all of it right there. The N64 and the NES. Then slowly added in everything else. And then when I grew up, I started buying everything for myself. And I have no money now.
Cool story, bro.
That's a pretty good one. All right, most epic pickup thus far this year. Jorge,
Yes,
I'm gonna guess for you, Jorge, it was a white PS3, but that does not belong to you now, apparently.
A white PS3? You mean a white PS4?
White PS4.
You know what?
You don't know if you have it.
You wouldn't be wrong, okay? But I did bought the Batman PS4 for myself. So, however, I'm going to go ahead and throw a wrench in there. I bought a game that I had in my hands, and you might know what this game is, and maybe you guys can guess if Jeff doesn't know. I had it in my hands for 2 hours. Even though it's a game that everybody wants and is looking for, I had it for a great deal, but I wanted it for a buddy in Japan, and I sent it to him instantly. I mean, I had it in my hands for I went and picked it up, I took some selfies with it, and then I went to the post office and I sent it off. Do you know what game that is, Jeff?
I do know what game it is. I watched that video and I just...
Okay,
I'm not going to say it brought a tear to my eye because I didn't cry, but I was just like, oh, that is a good man.
And you know what he had sent me? You know what he had sent me, right, before? He had sent me the Diehawk N64.
Yeah.
It's that orange and black one. So Josh and Mark, can you guys guess what game that is? It's an expensive game. I guess, should I say what system it's for, Jeff?
Let him roast a bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess Super Nintendo.
You would have guessed right.
Okay.
You should
don't
know that.
Earthbound or Chrono Trigger, probably.
What about you, Mark?
I'll guess Super Nintendo. I'd say Castlevania Dracula X.
Ooh.
It was Earthbound.
Oh, nice.
So I think that
thought it
one
was Chrono
trumps. No, it was Earthbound. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that trumps everything else, pretty much. I think that we've found. But I'm pretty sure if my brother was sitting here, since he's the one who catalogs all this stuff, he'd be like, "No, dude, it's not." So.
Wow, that's good, man. That's good that you would
Nice.
pass that on.
Yeah, because I mean, I was
Find
just.
it at Rift?
No. I found it through a guy who I had bought a bunch of video games from here locally.
Okay.
And he pretty much gave it to me for $100. He was like, you know what? I want 200, is what he told me. He's like, but if you can give me the cash, like he was like, I need the money now, like in 15 minutes. I was like, you got it. He's like, just give me $100. I was like, fine. And dude, Soft Otaku's just sent us so much shit that we would never have otherwise. I was just like, that's a game he wanted, so see you later, alligator.
Yeah.
So do you want my list now, Rory, or later? Like, I love stuff like that. Like, that's pretty cool. Like, I'm sure he would appreciate anything too, of course. Like, I'm one of those people that I love notes. I don't know why. Well, I don't care. I love anyone for everyone. Mark sent me a webcam.
Yeah.
I took that box upstairs and went upstairs and I'm like, get the hell out of the way, everyone. I'm opening this box now. All right, Josh. I'm going to guess for you, that will be your Mariners jersey.
I haven't got it. You haven't sent it to me yet.
Oh, the GoFundMe didn't go through.
Yeah, no. One day. I don't know.
It's a good question.
I mean, as far as like the craziest thing I found at Thrift or whatever, probably like Mega Man X and X2.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and
How much did you pay for them, you think?
For the both of them?
Yeah.
Not more than $20 for both of them. They're probably like $8 each or something like that.
Wow.
That's cool.
So.
Because like X2 still goes for like $60 or $70 now, right?
X2?
Yeah.
X2 goes for more than that now.
Really? Dude, I looked out whenever I started collecting because I paid like $40 for that game.
Nice.
When
That's
was
so
this?
good though.
When did you pay $40 for this?
3 years ago?
Wow.
Mega Man or X1 was only like $25. But that's good though. I mean, I wish I could have found
X2
those
was going
thrifting.
for like over $100.
That's bullshit. That's all I gotta say, man. Screw that. That's so unfair, dude.
Let's go. Yeah. Well, 100. It's averaging like 120, 130 Canadian.
Sold.
Sold. Yeah.
Damn. Dude, that's so unfair.
For Mark, we're gonna go Desert Strike, or sorry, Jungle Strike.
Oh no. It was ironic though that I picked that up today, considering that me and my friend Jay just started that series, and we beat Desert Strike the night before, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But for me, my epic pickup this year has been the original Nintendo.
What?
Oh. And that's the that's the first year release before they tagged on the deluxe set on the box.
Okay.
It's like the original.
Sorry,
Did you find it with box?
Yeah, it's complete with everything except for Duck Hunt box and manual.
Hold on, Mark. Just I need to throw this out there. I need you to know that I dislike you a little bit right now. I am insanely jealous, and
I'm sorry.
that's about it. You know, dwell on that for a little bit.
Well, actually, I didn't even mean to like buy it. I was just at my friend Nick's place, and he was like, "Mark, how's your credit card looking?" I'm like, it's looking." And he like he puts to the counter the original Nintendo. I'm like, "Oh my god!" And it had Rob and has everything, all the pieces to Rob, and he even said, like, when he tested Rob, like, I think now, since they're so old, they jitter when he moves. This one moves, like, fluently, like, flawless.
You're not helping your case at all, Mark.
I'm sorry.
That's so cool, dude. That's awesome.
But
so how much did that cost you?
$310 including tax.
Oh, I remember you asking if you should buy it. That's what you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have bought it. Fuck it.
Yeah, because I was on the fence because I already have the action set complete in box, and I had 2 top loaders. Well, one I modified myself, but I was like, do I really need 4 Nintendos? But
yes. The answer is yes.
I actually have it at my parents' right now because I know if I brought it here, I would get bitched at probably. Because we have no room in our townhouse. We're just like, it's so bad that there's 2. I think my latest video, I have the box for Genesis 2 and the Sega CD Model 2. They're behind the couch.
And your or whatever game it was, I think it's your Minecraft game, is behind your dresser.
Oh no, that was Little Big Planet, and that fell behind the dresser. Yeah, but luckily the game itself is still in the PS Vita case.
The case is gone forever, though.
Yeah,
never see
until I move.
Man, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but what else? Oh yeah, I was talking with 8-Bit Leprechaun Brandon, and he was saying he was acting like you can get that anywhere. I'm like, really? I think he was getting confused. I think he was talking about the one that says deluxe set.
Yeah, that's the one everybody finds.
Yeah, but I don't think he noticed that it was the nut. I was like, no, it's not the deluxe set. It's the one pre-deluxe set. It's the original.
Then again, maybe that guy does run across a lot of them. Have you seen how many NES games he has? I asked him the other day. I was watching one of his videos, and I was like, because his background is impressive, and he's got over 700.
Yeah, I think he's at 730-ish, I think. I'm just guessing right now.
I also told him in the comments that I was extremely jealous of him. I don't know if I told him that I disliked him a little bit, but
if you haven't, then it's due.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll give you guys, let's see if you guys can guess this for my epic pickup of the year. I'll give you a hint. I had to travel for it.
You had to travel for
Virtual Boy that you give to Steve.
Well,
no.
that
he got.
Yeah, Steve got that, so wrong.
Did you get it from Steve? You did. You had to travel and you got it from Steve. Okay.
I'll say yes. I'll say yes and no.
Oh.
That's a hint too, though.
I'm trying to think here. I'm like your biggest fan. If I get this wrong, I mean, shit. I'm gonna look bad.
You're in the hot seat here. Mark, you know?
Is it a Castlevania game?
It is not a Castlevania game.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, that's what I was gonna guess too.
I was gonna guess Symphony of the Night, but I guess not.
Oh, I wish. Well, I wish a Black Label, but no. Josh, you got an idea?
I have no idea.
Super Mario Maker.
It's up there, but I got that. I didn't.
Because I mean, shit, you guys pay like $90 for one of those new. Like that's a pretty big. That's a pretty big pickup for me, dude.
I didn't pay it actually. Well, no, I didn't.
Oh yeah. No, you know what I meant though. You saw what I was getting at.
I had to travel to the mall, but no. I'll say I don't think many people got one, and they were probably really, really fucking pissed off.
Huh. So it's something new then.
Yeah, it was new. It was new. Probably more the beginning of the year. Beginning of the year.
Is it a limited edition 3DS? No.
Ooh, you're close.
Oh, the Majora's Mask.
Limited edition Majora's Mask.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I think who got that in? I think it was a tie between. I think it was a tie between all three of you.
Probably.
They all moved at once, so like.
Now that I remember, yeah.
Shit, that was this year?
It was. Can you believe that?
I thought it was last November. I don't know why.
It was
It's crazy.
February 13th.
Oh wow.
But that's insane too. That's.
I always see that thing on your bookshelf too. I should have thought about that. Damn
I
it!
think it's just so. And nobody else got one, do they? Did they?
I didn't. No.
No.
That really made me mad because that's just unfair and probably going on eBay. It's probably gone here. Like, let's take a. I'll take a look on eBay.
If you feel that bad, Jeff, I'll send you my address here after we get done with the podcast, and you can send it to me.
If I find an extra one, hey, if I actually found an extra one, I probably would I'd probably just get it right away. Because Majora's Mask is one of my all-time favorite games. I heard that now, so I'm like, that's pretty cool. Then of course I'm gonna be busy. I can't be on the internet 24/7. I walked up to the mall. I missed out. Steve calls and says, "You got one for me?" I was like, first I thought he was lying to me. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, dude. Good for you. Like, yeah, it would have been good for him if he did get one. Yeah, that's cool. But you see, like, when he did get me one, I didn't know what to do. I'm like, yeah, no. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Steve, send that picture, that receipt. Oh, I see it. And he showed me. I'm like, oh, yeah. What in my house can I find to give away Steve? Do I have buried treasure here somewhere or something? Well, I could have used Josh Marin's jersey, but... well, I'm just going to take a quick
And then I would have been upset.
Yeah.
Wonder. I'm just going to take a quick look. Majora's Mask. Oh, give me a guess. What do you guys think it's at on eBay?
120.
120? Josh?
Yeah, I'll go with 120.
Mark?
150.
Alright, we got a tie between Josh and Jorge, so we're going to have to go into a tiebreaker. Whoever is closest to going over the actual bid will win this guess. Bids, please, gentlemen.
What just happened?
You're both at a tie, so it's Mark overbid. So you and Josh guess who's closest to the actual retail price.
$124.99.
Okay, Josh.
118.
Actual retail price is Canadian dollars, by the way. We're playing Canadian dollars. $116.34. Josh wins.
Ooh.
That's. I guess Mark just.
Friendship over, Josh. Friendship over.
That means I win the next Zelda Majora's Mask limited edition.
There you go. That he finds. Yeah, whenever Jeff finds it, it's yours.
142, 130. Like, there's a whole bunch on. There's a lot on here. 300. How much was the new 3DS when it came out with Majora's Mask? Anyone remember?
They all cost the same, I think. Like $270 or something like that. $279.
$343.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like, that pisses me off. But anyway,
welcome to collecting.
Is it free? Pardon me?
Welcome to collecting.
Yeah. Alrighty, gentlemen. Alrighty, is there anything else you guys want to talk about, or do you want to continue? We're pretty much halfway done the list now.
Yeah, we can keep going.
Keep going. Well, since Josh won the contest, we're listening to Josh. Alright, next one. This is watching Let's Play. Or do you guys watch Let's Plays on YouTube for entertainment purposes or for a strategy guide? I'll start with Jorge on this one.
I definitely watch for entertainment purposes. I rarely turn on a YouTube video to actually beat a game. Actually, I don't think I've ever done that. If I need help, I usually do a strategy guide, and I'll pinpoint the exact point where I'm at, or what I need, and then just look at it, beat that part, and then kind of put it away or whatever.
Now, is this a strategy guide online?
Yeah, just like the Zelda dungeon or something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay. That's pretty interesting.
But usually, I'll watch a shit ton of Let's Plays, to be honest with you. I watch, and then I watch the weirdest shit. I watch like Minecraft and stuff. Like I'll be eating dinner and I'll find me a long 45-minute Let's Play of something and just watch it, or Call of Duty Zombies or something along those lines. But I watch a lot of gameplay, but never really for like as a strategy or anything like that.
All right, we just got BC Retro Gamer in the house now. All right, Steve, welcome aboard.
Hey guys, how's it going?
And again, if you turn your camera off again, I am going to freak.
I turned it off, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I turned it off twice. I had to move my hand twice for that. So, Steve, we were just talking about the next topic was just do you watch Let's Plays for entertainment purposes or as a strategy guide? And you can go up next.
Thanks for cutting me off, Steve. By the way.
I'm sorry.
We'll let Jorge finish, and then we'll go.
No. I'm done. No. Go ahead, Esteban.
I sometimes watch gameplays for strategy guide. If I'm stuck on something, I'll watch a gameplay. And I make gameplay videos sometimes, so I enjoy them. And I watch them for entertainment purposes too. If it's my friends playing them.
Cool.
Yeah, that's actually
that means you watch all of mine, right, Steve? Thank you.
I watch a lot of yours, yes.
And you're good at Mega Man, dude. Holy smokes.
Mm-hmm.
I got trying to play, and I'm like, you know what? Jorge, I can't do it. Josh.
I watch for both. Gameplay, yeah, I definitely watch to. If I'm like Steve, if I get stuck on a level, I will have a look around. Not specifically like adventure games, but if I'm playing like a really hard platformer, I just need to see how they got through a certain section.
Yeah.
That's generally what I'll look at.
Too, if you're looking at that, you essentially know what you're doing. You're just finding an alternate method of how to go around about doing it.
Yeah, because I'm like stuck in my way of doing something, and I need someone else to look at it and be like, okay, what are you doing?
Cheaters.
But I mean, it's the same if you like, say you had a friend playing, like, and if
absolutely,
if
dude.
you're both
Absolutely.
playing, if you're both playing on the couch, and then I get stuck on it, I'm like, I can't figure this out, and you pass them the controller, and they do it, and you see how they do it, and then you're like, oh, okay, and then you go back and you try it your way, or you do a mix, and it works out, right? So
I agree. I do that all the time. Yeah. Well, my little brother, he's got to beat all the hard parts for me.
Yeah, you've had your time, Jorge. Yeah, Mega Man 2, I mean, jeez. Yeah. What was the other one you were playing with the, you were beating, they looked like it was Mega Man something, like they were all...
Oh, Mega Man Legends?
Yeah, that's right. I was going to say Legends too, but...
Dude, I love Mega Man. That's why I'm so butthurt that everything's so expensive. Like, I got lucky and I got a bunch of the shit that I wanted, but everybody else is just kind of like, well, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, emulate. Gives a shit.
Well, there's like the new Mega Man collections that have come out now. I mean, it's not hard to get them.
No, that's true. It's very true. And I have those as well. And to be fair, I probably play those more than the actual NES ones and stuff. So.
Is a Mighty Number 9 demo up yet?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Holy smokes.
Man, I friggin' pre-ordered that thing, and I'm not gonna get it till like 2017.
Wow.
You set it back that far.
Hey, Josh.
I don't know.
How much did you pay, man? Because I got a sad story for you.
I got $40 for it. Why?
I donated like 360.
Holy jeez.
Wow.
So.
To Mighty Number 9.
Yeah.
You got screwed.
For the Kickstarter. Yeah, I already started getting all my physical stuff, like the T-shirts, the Japanese T-shirts, the boxes. I think, like the Japanese and American boxes and all that shit. But what I really wanted was the game.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
So, world's tiniest violin, everybody.
Wow.
I have it in my pocket actually. Here you go.
Man, you're ready. You're prepared. I like this guy.
Pretty good. I found him in Seattle in a Mariners game. I can't get let go of it, Josh. I will eventually. I will eventually. A slow parting. All right, so we're gonna assume here, Mark looked up the whole walkthrough on Desert Strike on YouTube.
Yeah. We actually didn't use it because the game was basically self-explanatory. We used a couple parts that we got stuck at, but for the most part, we just like used the cheat codes in Retron 5 to beat it. But for me, I use watch Let's Plays for both reasons, for entertainment and as a guide. And actually, very oddly enough, I picked up last year. I picked up a brand new copy of Beyond Two Souls, like the limited edition for PS3.
Yeah.
And this was before I knew Corey. I was like, oh, I don't want to open it. So I go and watch. This was when I first started watching Let's Plays. I'm like, let me watch a Let's Play of the entire game, and I'll tell people like, yeah, I beat that game. I watched I know what goes on, and then I saw the whole thing. But oh my God, that was a real pain to try and watch that, because I think that's when Let's Plays were just starting, like when people would actually beat the entire game. And I watched like 5 different channels, because the one guy started it, and then he got like a quarter of the way into the game and then stopped producing videos. I'm like, what the hell? Where do I go next? I watched PewDiePie, which he's freaking annoying. I'm like, oh my God, can I watch someone besides him do this fucking game? And then I watched some other guy, and then I kind of missed a part in the game, so I like skipped forward. I don't know how far into the game, but it was a little bit, and then he just finished the game. I was like, thank God, that was such a chore.
Yeah, you know, back in the day doing YouTube, like I used to do well. I only tried one Let's Play, but because my account only let me upload 15 minutes of video at once.
Right.
Like Majora's Mask. I got this Snowhead Temple. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm done. 15 minutes, like, oh my God. And there's one video. It's 15 minutes and 1 second. Something around like 15 minutes, 1 second or 2 or whatever, right? I'm trying to upload. I'm like, you have got. Oh, it's because YouTube adds the 1 extra second.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So it sounds like you guys all watch gameplays then, huh? After we get through, I'll share with you guys a link to a guy who does like most of the AAA titles. He's just like super energetic. You know how some people are boring or they don't even do like they're not talking or anything.
Yeah.
And this guy just does a really good job. I mean, it's amazing. And there's actually 2 guys, so I'll share those links with you in case you guys want to subscribe to them.
Okay.
But they're bigger guys. You know, it's not like they need the support or anything. So
I'll go to we'll do mine and then we'll come back to that. So actually, I don't watch, because I find if I am watching, like if I buy a game, then just look it up all on YouTube or read up all. I'm like, oh great, I just let someone else kind of beat the game for me. Like when I just paid my money just to basically read up about it, not actually do it myself, and I'll just put the game away. However, depends what I'm doing. Like I'll say Fallout New Vegas for example. I read up on things, right? Because you'll have so many options to do something, right? Like, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? So read up and I'm like, okay, so let's see where does this path go? Where does this path go? And usually I'll play the game again. Like I'm playing Fallout 3. I'm playing on one file, which is I'm doing, I guess, being good. The other file, I'm being a total fucking nutcase all over the place. And I'm doing that on my fiance's profile. So stuff like that. Have I used, like, there's been times where I've been stuck for a month, like, okay, you know what, I need to get through this game now, I want to start beating through this game, look up on YouTube, I'm like, I just had to do fucking that, that's it. So, honestly, like, I'll say maybe 10% of the time, I will look it up, but mostly, I don't. I'm a pretty good gamer. I'm not the best, but I'm not bad, I'm pretty decent. Like, I could do Mario levels on 0 lives and pretty much clutch play right through it all. And I did the PT demo. It took me a really long time, but I didn't look it up and I did it. And people think me, I've lied and everything. I'm like, no, other people have done it. Why can't I do it? It just took like 7 hours, but I still got through it.
Yeah.
So now I'm guessing, Jorge, was it Game Grumps you're talking about?
No, it's not. One of the guys, his name I think is I can't remember what the numbers are at the end, but it's like Batman 01 or something like that. And he does a bunch of like retro and AAA titles now. And then the other guy is his name is T Martin, but he's got a second channel, T Martin 2, and that's where he does like all his full Let's Plays. So
that's Russell Martin's brother, Josh.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know. Russell Martin's baseball player, by the way, a catcher for the Blue Jays.
Oh, I don't even know what baseball is, to be honest with you. So
he's
Lies.
catcher, right? Yeah,
You get out.
What's the other guy's name? I can't remember.
I'm in the wrong chat, man. I don't know what baseball is, and I definitely don't know what hockey is. So
That's okay. You don't have to know what hockey.
Well, hockey sucked tonight, so it doesn't matter.
It did not.
hey, you guys want to hear something funny? So I'm sitting here and I just got a text, and it says, "Hey, we're starting at 1 a.m." That's when they let me know when they're gonna start. Like that's how much of a heads up they gave me. Like, oh, hey, he doesn't need to rest all day. We'll just tell him at 12:29 that we're gonna start at 1 a.m.
Oh, jeez.
Fuckers. Luckily, I know some people, so I already knew.
Alrighty then, moving on. What we got next, boys? Alright, here's one. Common one. I know Josh is gonna roll the bet on this one.
Probably.
Seattle Mariners.
Yeah.
That's where you can find it. This is where you can find a jersey, though, for one. Thrift store prices, because I walked into a Valley Village and I saw. I'm pretty sure it's broken because someone's rallying inside there. It's just probably the yellowest Super Nintendo I've ever seen. No wires, nothing. $40.
Yep, that sounds about normal.
Mark, go ahead. You're first in line this way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think the prices have gone ridiculously up in price. I remember like the thrift store I go to for video games, the Glassboro Thrift Village. I remember when I first started going there last year, they would have games and they would be cheap, and they would be like in a stack, like they had like cubbies with all the different games, and I just pick and choose whatever I want. Now, I think last time I went there was like 3 months ago. Now they have them behind a counter, and you have to actually ask an associate to help you like get the game so you can look at them. And they're like pretty much like, I guess they're basically just price charting prices.
Well,
But some of them are pretty borderline high, like retail.
Yeah.
But the only good thing I can say about it is that I think they basically resurface all their games. So that's one perk, I guess. You're not going to get a scratched up disc.
That's a pretty big perk. I don't think many people do that. Like, we walk into our Valley Villages here. I look at this, I'm like, yeah, nope, you're not coming home with me.
Yeah, like I was looking at the games, I'm like, oh wow, and the woman said, he was like, yeah, we resurfaced all of them. I'm like, oh, cool. So
that's rather interesting, though.
This is kind of like a thing of give and take, really.
I'm a little bit weird about scratch discs. I don't know. I sometimes I'd rather have some scratches on the disc than it being resurfaced for some reason, but that's just being weird, right?
Well, I guess because resurfacing, I think, depends how far you're going to go with it. You might reach the end of it, and it'd just be a blank disc then.
Right. It's just, I don't know, it's just weird. Like my Mega Man Legends, it's kind of beat up, and I wouldn't let anybody touch it. You know what I mean? So I don't know, it's one of those things. I guess if you're buying like a $6 or $7 game that's common, you might as well have a brand new surface on it, right?
Yeah. Well, I had to get my Alan Wake resurfaced on Friday.
Oh, did it work out for you, by the way?
Yeah, it works perfectly. I was surprised because it wasn't even that scratched up. It was just the outer rim that was scratched, and I guess that's where the game actually reads like the main game. I guess
the bulk of it, yeah, the bulk of it. Yeah.
I thought it would be the inner, the more inward of the disc, but
So to keep that on topic, did you buy that at a thrift store, that Alan Wake?
No, I bought it at Cool Stuff in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
And I thought this as the first time I popped it in and it wanted to load up.
Yeah.
So I told Nick, I was like, hey, could you resurface this? He's like, yeah, sure. And he like did it for free for me.
Cool. That was cool.
Like, yeah, here you go. It's so good. I'm like, sweet. That's awesome.
So pretty sure we went over the. I actually think we went over this last week, but just added in though. So Josh, I think I remember you just saying something about your Valley Villages, and we got to talk about how some are different from others.
Yeah. What specifically about them?
I guess because we went over this. You remember this too, don't you, Steve?
Yeah, well, I have a good example for that.
Go ahead.
Like our Valley Village here, any disc game like Xbox, PS2, stuff like that, it's all $10 here. The next town over, they're going back to the $3.99 discs. So
That's what I'm talking about.
There's no, I don't think they have any rules on how they price it. Like I see loose PSP games in my Valley Village, they're $10.
Yeah.
That's how Goodwills are over here, though, man. There's no, they're all different.
Yeah, they're all different prices.
It sucks. They're all different, but at the same time, it's good that they're all different because a lot of them have gone to that price charting crap, and they even like sell them on eBay. Whereas some of the other ones, they just say $3.99 for all video games. So I'd rather them say that, and you find a gem and pay a little bit less. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
I know here the lady even told me they price everything off of eBay. They might go a little bit lower than what they sell for on eBay.
Did you tell her by any chance that she could take those games and shove them up her? I'm sorry.
I told them they're fucking crazy. Like
That's insane.
I'm going in there hunting for games and I can't even afford half of them because I can buy them cheaper off of JJ Games, shipped for free.
Or GameStop even, God forbid.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We'll quickly switch topics here on that one to cover that one. I'll let Mark explain this one. The next, it's cleanliness of people selling games, Mark. And then we'll go Josh, Jorge, Steve.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, repeat that.
Well, I'll let Mark explain. It's cleanliness of people selling games.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, it's basically like obtaining the dirty games. Like, for instance, today when I got my my Jungle Strike, like the case was completely dusty. There was like goo or something on the plastic part of the case. Like, why can't these people just clean them? It doesn't take that long.
Where did you buy it from?
Someone in Valley Brook where they had all the yard sales this morning. And like it took me like 5 minutes with a paper towel just going on over it and just cleaning it up. And I don't know why
Genesis?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't know why people can't just take that extra effort before they sell it to like clean it up, make sure it looks nice, rather than just get it from their attic and be like, here it is.
Yeah.
And like even with I remember with going to like conventions, like when I go to too many games, like some of the people I bought games from, their like Nintendo games were like complete garbage. I would have to take them apart and brasso them and then go over it with alcohol. Like they can't take that extra effort to make sure the game is in pristine condition.
Yeah.
Before you buy it. Like it's just ridiculous. It just like seems like common courtesy, you know?
Yeah.
You know what, Josh? We won't get you a sweaty Mariners jersey.
Yeah, it better be clean.
Oh my God,
He polishes all of his games with his Mariners jersey.
Yeah.
You know what, Josh? Will be
wow.
nice. We'll give you a half-drink beer from the stadium. How does that sound? But I'll charge you $5 to pay for half of that beer.
That'd be super.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, Josh. I don't know. What are your experience with that?
Pretty much the same thing. I get a lot of stuff. I thrift a lot. I buy a lot of stuff off of Kijiji or Craigslist, whatever you want to call it.
Use gloves or hand sanitizers.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I bring home everything, regardless of what it is. I clean it. Like I don't take chances. If I buy anything from thrift, I wipe it down with alcohol because I have no idea who owned it and what they had. So.
Absolutely. You never know they're either in like this world today. It's even what's inside. Like I know it'll be super tedious to take it apart, but Jesus,
Yeah, you never know, right? So
well, now I feel left out because I thought everybody got home and like just started throwing all the games they bought over themselves and just started like swimming in them. So maybe I'll stop. Maybe I'll stop doing that now. So.
No, first you need to take a video of you doing that and then send it to us, and then you can stop doing it.
Yeah, I'll fucking send you a video of me chewing on it if that's what you want. You just tell me whatever you want, Josh. It's all yours.
Okay.
All right, Jorge.
You know what? I feel I'm kind of in between here. If I'm buying, I'll use a damn good example. I found a box full of N64 stuff at a flea market, right? And it had like Conker's Bad Fur Day. It had Super Smash Bros. You've seen that video probably, Jeff. But anyways, it had about $500 worth of retail stuff in it. Okay, and I bought it for $15.
Wow.
I don't give a shit what it looks like. Okay, at that point. Okay, it was grimy. Some of the stuff. I mean, it was disgusting. But I didn't care. However, at the same token, if I'm doing a deal maybe on Craigslist or something, and I'm paying a little bit more, I'm paying like say $100 for a bundle or something, I do kind of expect it to be decent when I get it.
Yeah.
So I guess it just depends on the situation. If I don't know if I'm yard selling, I'm not as picky as say if I'm meeting up with somebody or I'm buying something off eBay. If I'm buying something off eBay, then yeah, it better. I don't want it to say they polished the damn pins, but I do want it to say that, or at least see the cart and it's clean or something. Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, it kind of goes back to what Mark said. Like, if you go to a convention and stuff, like clearly you're going to be paying premium prices for it.
Exactly.
It better be clean.
It better be clean. Yes. So, no, I agree with that 100%. But what I'm saying is that if I'm like hunting and stuff, you know what I mean? I'm a little more lenient on that kind of stuff. And actually, I consider part of it. I don't know. That may sound weird, but I consider part of like whenever I'm hunting, it being a little dirty and getting back home with my brother and cleaning them off and stuff. So I don't know. Just.
Well, I mean, I do this. Like, I take that under consideration as well, because, like, I mean, lately I've been going to shows and stuff and actually being like a seller instead of just being a buyer.
Reseller? That's it. I'm out, guys. Later.
I'm a dirty fucking reseller. That's what I am. But I mean, I actually take the time to I clean everything before I put it out for sale, because I know if I was going to go to a convention and buy something, I want it to be clean. So I also take pride in what I'm selling, right? I
agree with you 100%. I clean my stuff too when I sell it. So yes, I see what you're saying. But definitely, if it's like at a convention or something, I would,
Josh has a washing machine right there.
Pardon? So yeah, that's all I gotta say. That's pretty much it.
So there's one where, like, we won't get into it, like where Steve's next, where Steve does trades once in a while with other folks around there. And when we talk about cleanliness of games or condition of it, that's a big factor in it too. Because like with Steve, when you're trading something or hear like what it is, you're kind of expecting for it to be that way when you acquire it.
Exactly. Are you wanting me to put an example up?
Yes, I'm saying yes.
Inadvertently.
Okay, I won't say names or nothing.
Oh, you should. You should totally say names, man. It's fucking tasty, bro. Come on, man. Give us something. I gotta go to work in like an hour and a half. Fucking wake my ass up, bro. Come on, dude.
We can tell you.
I did a trade for a boxed handheld system, and I was told it was mint.
Thank you, Steve.
It was a Virtual Boy, wasn't it?
No.
Yes.
So I was told this system was mint in box, and I did a trade for it. I get the item, like I meet the guy, I get the item.
It was a Game Boy Color.
No, I don't have a box Game Boy Color.
Oh, okay. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm trying to guess here, man. I'm trying to guess.
So I meet him, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, holy fuck, this is terrible. Wow. And I know the guy too.
I've seen this too, and I was kind of surprised. So
Jeff, you're a scumbag, man. Why would you do that to Steve? You guys are such good
friends. but this was my dilemma. I know the guy. I agreed to do the trade because I took his word for it. That it was mint.
Oh
So what do
man.
you do?
So Steve.
I traded. I kept my word and I traded him.
Oh, Steve.
Oh man.
I know him. I didn't want to insult the guy or cause a rift or whatever.
Well,
So
you could have punched him in the face, and then everything would have been fine. You know?
I could have. But you know what? That just goes to show I want to see pictures from now on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, exactly. It's a learning experience, and now the next time okay, I need to see it first and stuff. Like it's it's not worth losing a friendship over, right?
And it was missing parts and stuff that was supposed to be in there.
Oh,
It was
it's just going downhill even more.
My balls are just breaking.
I have it up on my shelf, but it's kind of tucked in behind other shit, so I don't have to look at it.
Oh man.
Well, Steve, what did you trade for it, man?
It was nothing that cost me any money, so.
But what was it?
What did I? Oh, I can't do that, and then I'll give away who I.
Oh, okay, all right. I was just trying to trick you, so.
I'll tell you in private.
So I guess I'll go on now. My thing. I only usually clean it if it's from a thrift store, Valley Village, flea market. Depends on the game store. I usually do give it a clean, especially like the cartridge games. I will give it a clean in there. Because like I was spending an hour once with Jorge trying to just like clean up my Famicom, and he was really fucking pissed. And with stuff that Steve gave me, God, I got him good.
I'll tell you one thing, Jeff. Anything that I've ever given you has been cleaned before it gets into your hands.
I would like to say on record that I apologize, Jeff. I give you a lot of shit.
It's all good, man. It's
all
good.
the time. I mean, shit, all the time. If it's not one thing, it's another.
It makes us laugh.
No, it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun.
Yeah. So, no, like with the stuff with Steve, I've never cleaned. I don't think I've cleaned anything from Steve.
Because I clean it.
Well, I know, but I just I know you don't have herpes or anything, or.
But I'll tell you one thing. Whenever I sell or trade something away, it gets cleaned and made sure that it works and stuff like that before it leaves this house. Like that is one thing I do stick to, and I don't think I've ever gotten anything clean in return. Maybe except for Jeff. Like Jeff gives me pretty good stuff, but people you deal with on Craigslist, man, they don't give a shit.
Well, hey, actually, we can go through this. Remember it was the first time I came, not the first time I came there, the first time I met Dan there, and it was, remember when we were having Taco Bell?
Yeah.
And it was when we were on garage sale and you were eating, then you ran out quickly, and you came back and you said I had to wash my hands.
Yeah.
So you can confirm you did not catch gonorrhea?
I did not catch gonorrhea.
So yeah, see, we were safe on that.
You know what, Steve? You can confirm that you received something clean from somebody else.
Oh, I did receive something clean from you.
Yes, it was clean. I cleaned
it was very clean.
I remember actually cleaning it. It's beat up, but I cleaned it.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm talking more or less people you deal with on Craigslist and shit. Like I don't think I've ever gotten anything clean.
That was this Legend of Zelda Wind Waker for GameCube.
You know what's funny though is whenever somebody, I've dealt with people on Craigslist specifically where they'll say, "Well, I won't go any lower," and I'll be like, "It's pretty dirty," and then they'll actually clean it. You know what I mean? Like they'll clean it, and then I'll be like, "I'll buy it if it's clean," and then they will. And so I mean,
that's not bad.
It just depends. Like I said, it depends on the situation. Like you guys are saying, if I'm paying some premium money or if I'm ordering off eBay, I want to see pictures and I want it to be clean. But if I'm game hunting, I don't care, to be honest.
Yeah, game hunting is a bit different. You can't really control that. It's like you're like, oh hey, there's Earthbound there for $2. Wow, it's super dusty. No way.
I know. Fucking clean that shit, man. I'm not gonna pay you $2. Here's a buck. Take it. But I guess your question was more directed at like retail or conventions, right? Is that what you're going with, Jeff? Oh, okay. You're not sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're right, Jorge.
Okay. Cool.
So open the floor to everybody if they want to chime in with something. go ahead, you guys. We got about a bit of show left. Because Jorge wants to have a nap.
You got about what?
A bit of show left. Like 10 minutes. We'll speak up, folks.
Jeff, should we talk about the Retron 5 adapter, or did we pretty much just cover that already?
Well, I guess we. How's that going to work? Are they just going to add it in and make a new system?
I think
they'll anger people too. They'll anger a lot of people.
I think it's just basically just an add-on. From when I read the article.
What are they doing with it? I didn't hear nothing about this.
Is there a Mega Drive on that?
No, you have to use the Genesis master converter to play Mega Drive game. Not Mega Drive. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, there's Mega Drive. Sorry, I was getting confused with the Master System.
So then that would. Oh, Master System is what I was asking. My bad. I got confused with it too. Yeah, my question was Master System.
No, there's no Master System.
Because I could see how easy that would be if they had Master System on there.
Well, technically, the Game Gear is just a Mega.
That's what I'm saying. All the games are ported.
Yeah.
So I just figured you just need an adapter or something.
Yeah, the Master Gear converter or Master converter works in the Retron 5.
Interesting.
But yeah, they're actually making just an add-on to enable Game Gear compatibility for it.
Oh.
I don't know how it's gonna work, but I think it's supposed to come out like towards the end of this year.
Did Sega not bring out something where you can play Game Gear games on a console?
No, they never made something like that.
Because I'm sure I seen someone with something like that. It was called Gear something. I don't know if it was like a
Master Gear converter.
Master Gear? Maybe it was Master Gear.
No, that's to play whatchamacallit, the Master System games.
On your Game Gear, I think.
You guys continue talking. I'm going to look it up because I'm sure I seen somebody with something. And I never seen it anywhere. Like, I don't know.
You know what, Steve? I was proud of you, but now you're going to your phone, so I'm ashamed now.
I mean...
Go ahead, look it up.
I got cut out a little bit ago. How much longer are you guys going to be going for?
As long as we want, really.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
But I'm probably going to cut it for 10 minutes. If you had something to speak, go ahead. What was yours?
You know what? I actually have a good topic that I've been throwing around to some of the podcasts that I listen to, since they always ask for topics. I think it's an interesting one. It can go on forever.
World War III here.
Why?
I'm just joking.
Oh, you probably don't even listen to some of the podcasts that I do. It's not the ones you're thinking of, that's for sure. But anyways, so this is a topic that could either go on forever or it could be really short. What rides would you like to see at the Nintendo theme parks at Universal Studios?
Ooh.
You know what? I mean, it's obviously it's going to be Nintendo, so it's going to be a Nintendo property.
Josh wants to see
what would be cool?
Batting cage.
I mean, I'm assuming you guys have been to a theme park, right? To like.
Yeah.
So what kind of ride would you?
My initial one, I want to say Battletoads, but that's not owned by Nintendo.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. Which you never know. I mean, they could maybe get the rights to certain games, but I'm just thinking games that we know for sure might be included. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think a Mario Kart one would be pretty cool.
That's the first one that I'm thinking.
They could. Yeah. Did you say a Mario slide?
Mario Kart.
Oh yeah. So you know what? There is that. Sorry, Jorge, to interrupt for a sec. We had this discussion on there. Do you find that it's more people east say Mario, whereas us over here say Mario?
It is a East Coast thing for sure.
That's pretty cool.
I say Mario. What are you talking about?
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
He's normal though.
Although that's
normal. Come on, Jeff.
There's a lot of people who say Mario, and we
there
actually.
is.
I'm kidding, Mark. I'm kidding.
There is a lot of people that say Mario. Yeah. then they're weird. Oh, I'm sorry, Mark.
I'm from the East Coast, and I used to say Mario, and then my wife corrected me. And then someone gave me shit on YouTube when I first started putting videos up. Like, it's not Mario, it's Mario. And then I had that in the back of my head, so I corrected myself.
Because, you know, he doesn't say, it's a Mario.
That's true.
So now Mark's going to be really conscious about that, and he's going to be like,
You're right.
Well, you can take fucking Jeff for being an ass.
So, but he said Mario Kart, though.
He did.
Right?
No, he said Mario Kart.
That would, you know what? It has to do that. But how are you gonna do the items though? I can't imagine see someone throwing a shell. That'd be a concussion happening.
Well, you know what happens is the way that Universal Studios works is they do a lot of where you're sitting in a pod and they've got like screens surrounding you, and that's really the attraction. You know what I mean? So really, I think they could make it work. You know, you'd be going like down Rainbow Road and you're really not even moving. They're just kind of tossing you around in this like car. You know what I mean?
They have to do that right though, because the car's not gonna be shaking all the time.
No. I mean, they know how to do it. There's some pretty cool rides.
You do. I know you're
definitely.
the road.
Another one I was thinking is one could be like either. I don't think they would do both, but like a Yoshi or Kirby ride. It'd probably like make you puke from how cute it was. That's what I'm thinking on that one.
Oh, you know what would be great? A Star Fox ride.
Oh man, I was just gonna say
that'd be
that.
wicked.
Dude, either a Star Fox or like Metroid, since there's spaceships, and they can do it like Star Tours. I don't know if you've ever been on that ride.
Cool.
You know, that'd be kind of cool, like a Star Wars kind of ride. You know?
Yeah.
Something for kids. You can do a Mario slide, like from Mario 64.
And you see, and I imagine that there would be like
Josh.
We need like a giant Mario slide.
and I imagine there would be like a small playland of some sort where there would be stuff like that. You know what I mean? Where kids could just run around and there'd be like big statues of Mario and Luigi, and well, not Luigi because he sucks, but you know, other characters that actually matter and should have their own year, but not Luigi.
Like Toad?
Yes, like Toad.
I take it you don't like Luigi.
He's a right bastard.
Well, here's the thing. What about a Zelda? Because they gotta put Zelda in there somewhere.
Dude, that'd be sick. But see, like, I don't know.
Be going around whacking swords, so that's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Well, no, that's not how theme rights work. You don't hold stuff.
Yeah, I know, but what though? Like,
that's the thing. I don't know what kind of rides it. You know, they would have to. I know they can do creative stuff. I mean, if they can have a freaking Jurassic Park ride, they can have anything. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, actually, it would be pretty cool. I've gone to this in Vegas. Okay, imagine put 10 minutes do a quick 10-minute Zelda game, right? Put something together, like you go to the temples and you go fight Ganondorf, okay? Put that in a ride somehow, where we kind of make it 3D-ish, like where Ganon comes and leaps at you, then Link comes out of nowhere and slices Ganon. Something like that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, you know what? There's the Indiana Jones ride is kind of like that, where you're following the story and Indiana Jones in the background is actually like doing stuff, and like you'll ride through like arrows or whatever, and then you come to a point and he's like standing there and he's like, Jesus, are you guys still following me? And then you continue. So yeah, they could do something like that with it.
You still looking up, Steve, or?
No, I give up. I must have been dreaming it.
Yeah.
I think someone should develop that though, because I have Game Gear games I can't play.
So what about you for like a theme park in Nintendo?
Some sort of 3D Mario thing where everything's coming right at you. Like that'd be kind of cool. I don't know how they do like a 2D thing, but it'd have to be a 3D Mario world.
Then
I think
of Pokemon too.
Yeah, I think a 3D Mario one would be cool, and it'd be like what I'm thinking, it'd be like an audience type of thing where you have maybe like 50 people in a big room, and they're like moving you around, and it looks like you're traveling through the world or something, you know?
Yeah.
I rode a Minion ride over at Universal Studios, and I think that'd be kind of cool if they could incorporate a Mario themed one.
What? I heard I rode through a Minion ride naked.
Yes, I did. It's the only way. That's the only way to ride through a theme park ride, Jeff. I mean, how have you been doing it with clothes on?
Jockstrap.
Jockstrap.
Oh, jeez.
A banana hammock. Oh yeah, I was wearing a banana hammock.
Well, I'm not going to sleep tonight. Nightmares.
That's a good one, Jorge, because there has to be something Zelda in it.
You would figure, yes. Zelda, Mario.
Pokemon, you gotta have Pokemon in there.
That's true, and I don't know. See, I don't know what would be a good Pokemon game.
Yoshi, Kirby. Wow, that's a really good one. So, like,
They could do Pokemon dinners, Jeff. They could do Pokemon dinners. Kind of like, have you guys ever heard of Medieval Times or something, where you go eat?
Yeah.
Yeah, you eat dinner and they have like battles in the middle, right in the center. They could do that. They could have like these 3D holographic Pokemon battles while you're eating dinner and like, spitting turkey while you're drinking your beer and shit.
I think it'd be more entertaining to have a live action people dressed as Pokemon.
And just like running at each other.
And running around and like fighting each other. I think that would be hilarious.
Yeah, actually, I agree. Yeah.
Man, how are we not on Nintendo payroll? Fuck.
Yeah, right?
Here's a
I just want some like little Japanese kid to be running around as Pikachu, screaming Pikachu, Pikachu.
Why does he have to be Japanese?
I don't know, just because. Just because.
I got another one here because now Jorge stepped into this one. What's going on with these Nintendo cartoons or the Zelda show they're going to do on Netflix?
I thought it was scrapped.
Oh, it is scrapped now?
The live-action Zelda or whatever?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was scrapped.
Did it get scrapped? I didn't hear anything about
that. I don't know if it's going out there or not. Do you think Nintendo has to do stuff like that too, though? Like making live-action movies or cartoons? Here, I'll start. They could do it if they want, but it has to be right. Like, okay, it was with the Legend of Zelda action series, like, they said they were going to do it, but things were going to be different. Like, well, no, you can't do it and make it different. Like, if you go, like, out in the world and name it, like, Vancouver or something, no, that's not Zelda. It's something else stupid that they just made. That doesn't represent the game or nothing. Screw nothing. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Just to update you on your question, Jeff, it's not happening.
Yeah, I just read that too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of...
It was actually never even confirmed. It was just all rumors.
Right. It was just Netflix trying to
It was rumors? No.
Yeah, it was never...
I thought for a while it was actually, like...
Yeah, I thought it was true too.
Maybe it was getting there, but it just got cut the last minute or something.
Bucky says the Zelda show story was fake. That someone by the name of Alpha Mega Sin did a vid about it. I don't know who that person is.
Another big YouTuber.
You don't know who he is?
No, I'm just kidding. I didn't want to make a big deal about it,
Well, I just felt really honored because you watched my videos and not his.
Well, I don't technically. I'm not subscribed to him either.
No.
So, what do you guys think about that though? Like, should they do a live action show, stuff like that, or do they just have to like not do it? Because they've done it.
I'd rather see a well-produced movie over a stupid show.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, there. I do agree too, but it has to be okay. Like, good
example. You gotta get J.J. Abrams on board. You gotta get him to direct that someday.
J.J. Abrams can do no wrong.
GoldenEye 64 it was perfect. And because like if they're doing Zelda and they do just something else stupid, it's not Zelda. It's just something else.
Well, technically, I mean, GoldenEye was based on the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, it had to be. It's pretty much identical.
Right. So yeah, to answer your question, no, they're screwing so much stuff up. There's already plenty of like superhero shows and shit that we get to watch. We don't need Nintendo stuff.
Yeah.
Josh. I know that might take your time away from your Mariners games, but still.
I don't know. I have a hard enough time keeping up with all the shows I'm watching. Never mind adding a Nintendo show on there. Whereas a movie I can go to a theater and enjoy for 2 hours and then that be it.
Yes, I mean, exactly. There, you know, if you throw at me The Legend of Zelda, Bangin' Zelda by J.J. Abrams with the music of John Williams, I'm there. You know,
Exactly.
I'm gonna go watch it.
In the front row. Naked.
Yes. Probably not because nachos are
I'll be in the
messy.
banana hammock. Or wherever you call it, banana hammock, did you say?
Stop, Jeff. Stop.
Banana hammock. I have bananas too. Anyway, Mark, what about your banana hammock? Or, I mean, thoughts on this?
I don't have a banana hammock.
No, I mean, Nintendo stuff.
I think he fell asleep on us.
Wait, what happened? I can barely hear Jeff.
We're just talking about,
Nintendo live action shows. What do you think? Should they make them, or should they just worry about making the crappy games that they keep making over and over for their crappy systems?
I don't know. I mean, I can't really imagine what it would look like live action, really. I mean,
Just
I guess,
imagine Zac Efron in tights,
20 years.
holding Aragorn's sword from Lord of the Rings, and making out with someone. Throw out a blonde girl that could be Zelda. Scarlett Johansson. Damn.
No.
Hot damn.
Yeah, everyone's on board. Exactly.
Sounds interesting.
I think we all just had a change of hearts. Did we all just become best friends? I think so.
I think so.
So you're not on board with it, Mark, you said?
No, it sounds interesting.
If it was a movie, exactly.
Yeah.
But not as a TV show.
Yeah, I don't know how a series would pan out.
It'd have to be a cartoon.
That's
Oh, yeah,
something I would
absolutely.
love to see.
Cartoon?
I'd love to see cartoons. Bring back Saturday morning cartoons and put a Mario cartoon and whatever. Just do it.
You can do that.
On today's episode, Mario meets Nathan Drake. Something like that.
That'd be pretty cool.
They need to bring back cartoons.
That'll be okay. We'll go last topic here because Jorge's got to go to work.
Thanks for reminding me, Jeff. God.
Just, that's a good one, Steve. Or well, I guess Jorge. Can you imagine crossover Nintendo people going to PlayStation?
I could actually. I could see it a lot more than going to Xbox.
I'll
For
phrase
some
it
reason.
like this: should that happen, or should they be kept sealed, far away from each other?
Dude, if Nintendo did that, they would make so much more money.
Yeah.
If they licensed out their games to Sony or even Microsoft, they would make so much money. Because what people don't want to do is buy these systems that are already outdated when they come out. You know, if they would just make games for other systems, I think they'd be so far ahead of the game. I think they'd be, as it is, they're really not hurting for money, right? I mean, I can make fun of them all I want, but they're not hurting for money. But I think they would be just making so much bank.
Can you elaborate on that a bit? Kind of lost your thoughts.
What do you mean?
Like what do you say? Like Mario traveling with Nathan Drake out there somewhere?
No, I mean, I don't know about crossovers. I'm just saying if they license like Mario Brothers to the PlayStation, they would make so much money.
Suits.
That'd be really interesting too.
Nintendo should get into bed with Sony again and try it again.
Exactly. Now, as far as crossovers, I mean, the only types of games that you can think of would be like, All Stars or Super Smash Bros. Where they
Exactly.
kind of like a fighting game or something, or a racing game or something like that. I don't know that.
You know what? If let's just say Nintendo and Sony partnered up. I think they just killed Xbox then. They do that.
Well, they blow Xbox right out of the market.
They could totally blow Xbox out of the water.
Or the other way around. You know, if they paired up with Microsoft, they'd put up a good fight against Sony. I don't know that they'd.
Which way do you think they go?
I'm thinking Sony.
They'd go Sony.
Yeah, I'm thinking they'd go Sony. And they'd probably make a system where you know they'd actually you could attach your PS4 to the top of the Wii U, and then it would turn into a real system. You know?
I don't know if they would go with Sony just because of their past history with the whole Super Nintendo CD.
Right.
So they might go with Microsoft if anything, which would suck.
You know what?
And see, I don't know. I just think that Sony being a Japanese company, I really don't think they would go Microsoft.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe you think they would give them a second chance?
Well, you know what? Too, yeah, because like Microsoft, like Xbox in Japan is dead awful.
Yeah, they don't sell Xbox in Japan hardly. And I think that'd probably be the biggest. You know, that's usually where they start with that market first.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think money talks, and they would give them a second chance if it were ever to come to that. You know.
There'd be crossovers though. They'd have to do something. And you know what? Too, honestly, I think if they do that, Nintendo could. I think they could develop a good Sony game. I really do.
Well, you know, they can do crossovers with like games like Little Big Planet. You know, games like that are just that's more Nintendo speed as opposed to some of these other.
Yeah,
some of these other exclusives for Sony. You know what I mean? But
that's a really good one.
That'd be interesting though.
I want to see a game like, you know how they had like Marvel vs. Capcom? I want to see like Capcom versus Nintendo.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
No.
Or like the you know, if we're talking about Sony and like crossovers, what was their fighting game? I know I have it. I even tried the thing and it sucked balls.
PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
Yeah, it'd be like PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale versus Smash Bros. You know what I mean?
That'd be kind of cool.
I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, man, if they, like I said, even if it were to Microsoft, even if they just licensed some games, even if it wasn't like a full like co-op or something, they would make a lot of money, man, because people would want to buy their games. Like I said, I think a lot of people just don't want to buy a Wii U. You know, they're sitting there thinking
the Wii U's. We don't know what's going to go happen with the Wii U because the NX is there's no NX news now. It's dead. Any NX news, Steve? Anything?
I haven't heard anything new at all.
It's quiet.
It's really quiet.
That scares me too. I really don't like that. It's that quiet.
I'm really scared about this all digital thing.
Yeah, I hope it's all just a big hoax.
Well, it's not. Unfortunately, the NX is not a hoax.
Oh yeah.
Don't know.
And they're saying there's no CD drive at all. I'm just hoping that this system's a hybrid between console and portable, and it's going to take a 3DS card.
Yeah, an SD card of some kind.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time that I saw, I think it was like a month ago, the Wii U had sold like 10 million units or something, like 10 million consoles, and they wanted to sell as much as GameCube, and I think like GameCube sold 22 million. Like, not even a Zelda game will make them sell 12 million more consoles.
I don't think so. No.
You know, so I don't
think we'll see that Zelda game on the Wii U.
No, neither do I.
You guarantee it next E3 that NX is going to be revealed. They're going to push forward and forget about the Wii U.
But see, I remember, but I guess Nintendo can change their mind just like they have with the Zelda game, because I remember reading somewhere that they were going to support the Wii U and 3DS after the NX launched. So who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, considering the GameCube, I think, was just ended support like maybe 3 years ago.
Right.
So I mean, Nintendo supports their systems for a long time.
Yeah.
See, there's someone I don't know who was talking with someone. It's like, well, Nintendo can afford to do something like this, right? Like, okay, maybe, but it's not like let's just say Steve out there. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna go support the Wii U. He's gonna go drop let's say $400. He drops $400 on his Wii U. 2 years later, he's maybe at let's say 3 games for it. That's pretty low. And then here comes the new system. NX comes out now, and they want $400 again. Okay, Steve's a super rich guy. He just won the lottery 5 times in a row.
Wow.
So
damn, Steve, let's hang out some more.
Damn, I want to be that Steve.
Where's my cut?
So no, okay, he didn't. Okay, well, wait. He dropped $400. Then he's gonna drop another $400 for the system, but that's already too soon. Well, that's a bad example. Give me a minute. I'll get it right. Okay.
What just happened?
Like Nintendo's gonna. Let's just say Nintendo's gonna. Okay, they just spent a lot on the Wii U. They're gonna dump it and they go NX. Yeah, they got the money for it, but if they keep doing mistakes like that, they'll lose fans for it. Like it'll turn into a Sega mess. Even though that was a bit different, still, that's going off on history. Still happened like that, and losing money losing like a cushion of money isn't exactly ideal. Like I don't think anybody wants to lose a cushion of money.
Aren't console lives so shorter and shorter every generation? Like PS3 wasn't even out 10 years, was it? Because Sony always had that thing.
It will be. It'll be supported for a total of 10 years next year, 2016.
But up until the new one came out, was it the same way with the PS2 to PS3?
Yes. Yeah.
The PS2 was longer.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think so.
But I mean, the PS3 it's still going. It's not dead yet.
Oh no, I know that.
No, the PS2 was supported a long time, but it wasn't longer between the PS2 and PS3 because you're talking, when did the PS2 come out? I mean, the PlayStation came out in 1999, right? Till about, and it was the main system till about like 2001, 2002. If the PS3 came out in 2006, there's no way there was like a 10-year period before.
Would you say the PS1 came out when?
Like in 98 or 99 or something like that?
It was 1995. Or
95. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, so go ahead though.
Yeah, so I don't know if it was 10 years. Was it the PS2 out 10 years before the PS3 came out?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Came a year after Dreamcast. You can figure that out.
Yeah.
So 2000 and maybe not then, because the PlayStation 3 came out in what, 06?
In November 11, 2006.
So I know my brother paid almost $800 for one.
Wow.
He bought it right after it launched.
So the PS2 released in March 4, 2000. So it was out 6 years.
It's only had 6 years, yeah. My bad.
And the PS4 released what, in 2013? So it was out. It was actually, they waited 7 years.
Yeah.
So I think it's about right.
I better get a PS4 soon or it's going to be done.
No shit, huh?
Christ.
Go me up, Josh.
Hopefully that GoFundMe's.
I tried, Steve.
Well, I almost had the wife talked into pre-ordering that Star Wars one yesterday. But as a rule, I don't put video gaming stuff on a credit card. But I almost had her talked into it.
The kids don't need to eat next month.
No, they don't need to eat.
Yeah, they don't need to eat. Just buy PS4, man.
Just eat ramen.
I think I've decided against the Star Wars limited edition because it's like $120 more than a regular PlayStation.
Just wait and buy the Uncharted 4 one. You know they're gonna come out with one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that game.
Dude, just save your money. Just start saving now.
Well, I can get the Destiny one for the same price as a regular one.
Oh no, don't.
But I don't like it. I don't really like
I
it.
get Destiny. That game sucks.
But if they bring out an Uncharted 4 one with
Dude, they're gonna have to. If they don't, that'd be so stupid.
You know they're gonna do it.
Yeah. I mean,
when's that game due out?
March 13th, I think. March 13th.
That's when I'm buying a PS4 right there.
There you go.
That's in 2017. Right?
Start saving.
It's next year.
Oh, next year, Jeff.
Oh no, yeah, it's next year. I'm thinking something else. Okay, but here's my problem with that. I want a new model PS4 with a fucking 2 terabyte hard drive.
Well, aren't you picky? Damn.
I'm out of room.
Just suck it up and buy an external hard drive, Jeff.
I'm not a fan of that.
Dude, or delete some games. I mean, do you play all the games you have on there at the same time?
Kind of, but I don't want to delete the whole game and start over again on either.
No, it's
there might be some
you delete the
games
game, but it keeps your saves and everything.
Yeah, it keeps your saves, and then you just download the game again when you need it in 5 years.
Does it take long to install a game onto the PS4?
No.
Download it takes a while.
Download it does, but if you just, I mean, what it does is sometimes it downloads it off the disk, and so it takes up space. All you have to do is delete it, and next time you put the disk on there, it doesn't take too long. But I can see what you're saying, Jeff. I mean, if they're really pushing the digital sales and stuff, so they should put a bigger hard drive on there.
Yeah. Just games on there, I
understand what you're saying. I personally don't have a problem. I just delete the games I don't need. But I can see why people would want to have, some of the games are like 60 gigabytes or something like that?
Yes. Or even update files.
Yeah, they're like 30 gigs update.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Destiny 3, that was
Yeah, that was a pain.
Well, that's the same thing. Like to install GTA 5 on my PS3, it takes a bitchin' long time.
That sucked. Even just loading the damn game.
It's I don't even play it now sometimes because of that, because it takes so goddamn long.
Well, it's not that long on the PS4.
We'll see. Better reason for me to buy a PS4.
Exactly.
I think we're all in agreement with that.
What's your opinion on or views on digital though, Jorge? I don't know yours.
On digital?
Yeah.
Like digital only?
I guess, yeah.
Fuck that noise.
Yeah.
I want nothing. I don't want none of that.
Because
I want to be able to, make sweet love to the case and the CD. When people aren't looking,
I think it's Steve sees it more now, where we talk sometimes where Steve does a lot of things online, but I've been so reluctant to do that now because there's just so many scams and stuff out there, and I just don't trust what I can't see. Right? I don't know what's happening online.
Well,
I turn on my PS4 and I see my PT down is just randomly gone. I'll never get that back again.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like I don't. There's something going on with PayPal. A lot of people getting a lot of scam emails now. Something.
I got a text today saying it was from PayPal saying that my transaction could not go through at this time, and I haven't used PayPal in a month. Weird. But then I got thinking afterwards, PayPal doesn't even have my goddamn phone number.
You should have texted them back and been like, "What bank account number would you like?"
Yeah.
And do you need the all 8 numbers of? Do you guys have Social Security over there in Canada?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want all 8 numbers of my Social Security as well?
My Christ.
I was born on this date, by the way.
Yeah.
You're welcome. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about digital.
I don't like it.
I don't like it, but I don't have that big of a trust issue. I think I'd be all right. I mean, I have Steam, and I love Steam, and I haven't had any issues with Steam. And I mean, that's all digital. There's no.
You don't have to pay a subscription for Steam though either.
What do you mean?
Like imagine you paid. Let's just say it's a flat rate of. I'll say $80 to. Actually, I'll say $80 every 3 months to play on Steam. That'd be pretty steep.
Well, see, the thing is that you don't need a subscription for PS4, or you don't. If you want to play online, you do, but otherwise, you don't need a subscription to buy games and just have games on your console. You don't need to be a PlayStation Plus member.
I can see it happening though sooner or later.
I'm a PlayStation.
Xbox will do it, I think, first.
I mean, but do you see what I'm saying? I mean, Steam could charge right now if they wanted to a subscription for online game, but I would still be able to buy all the games I wanted, even if I didn't have like a paid subscription to Steam.
But imagine they did do something like that, though. So $80 every 3 months just to get on it now.
That would suck.
Just to get on it.
Like just to get on it to use anything on Steam. Yeah, I'll say $40 every month.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, but why? What would be the reasoning behind it? Like, why would they be charging that money?
Just
Because
for,
PSN and Xbox Gold have a reason as to why they do it. So why would Steam be doing it? I mean, if you give me a good reason, I'll pay the money.
I guess just for the hell of it, they just decided they can get greedy with it.
Well, maybe a faster server to download the games. That's the only thing I can think of.
And it's already ridiculously fast. I don't even know how they do it on Steam, but
Yeah.
stuff downloads like fast.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
So I mean, I don't know, Jeff. To be honest with you, the way that PlayStation is set up now, I pay I don't even know how much I pay a month. Do you guys know how much I pay a month?
I pay $20 for 3 months.
Okay. So yeah, so I've got that subscription, and I don't mind with all the PlayStation Plus games that I get for free.
That's what I like about it. I love the free
You guys
games.
put in your hard drive somewhere.
So,
Well, yeah.
but the thing is I don't even download them. I just click download or put in queue, and you own and you have it. So
You own it, yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. I like I said, I like my physical stuff because I like to make sweet love to it. But
And that's the thing. That's the thing I'll miss is putting games on the shelf.
exactly.
But then here's the thing: it's I think it's with Xbox too. Is there, like in say like 4 years? I think it was just that like you won't be able to use the game again or something like that. Remember that? When that was going on?
Oh, when they first brought out Xbox One?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you couldn't sell the game because once it's registered. But they scrapped that, which was good.
No,
They
but
did.
it's what was that?
I don't think they'll go back to that again.
It was they were going to you'll buy your games, but then it'll be no you only can play it online. But then when it's done, like say like 3 years after it's done, it will no longer be supported. Then your game's just useless.
But if it's on your, I mean, I don't know.
No, like okay, let's just say I get my Xbox One, and I get Fable. Okay, I get Fable 4, whatever. And I own it for 3 years, but the only way I can play it is to play it online. 3 years, I love Fable 4. It's great. It was amazing. I fought the Mariners boss at the end for Josh. To see if you're still there. So, so now at the end of 3 years, like I really love this game. Like Mario 64, I can still go back and play it. It's 15 years old. So then, so
Well,
finish. Okay.
I understand where you're going with it, Jeff. I really do. I just think that if they, when they do decide to go through that, I remember seeing some of the jargon for the Microsoft thing, and there's going to be some pretty big like jargon in there. And if it ever happened to where one day everybody's like, holy shit, our games disappeared, like the cloud is gone or whatever you want to call it, they're going to owe a lot of people a lot of money. If that makes sense. There is, I know people freak out. I know there's all these theorists, but there is some accountability there, and there always was. It's just that people started freaking out, and so before they could even explain, they just stopped because that's how Steam works. That's exactly how Steam works.
Yeah, well, that's like the PC games with it. Like I can't play some of the PC games I want to play now. It's like if the day I cannot play Mario 64, I'm gonna be really upset because.
But that's the cool thing, though. They can't take those away. You already have those.
But they can do it now. I see that. I see them though. They are getting more greedier nowadays, which sucks because there's a lot of games that are getting shorter now. Like you're paying $98. That's a little game right there. That's pretty bad.
I still can't believe you guys have to pay $90 for your stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We don't pay $90 for everything.
Games are fucking expensive up here.
How much you paid for a new game there, Josh?
I don't know. Like, depends on the game. I mean, Mario Maker, I paid $55 for, so.
But you pre-ordered it though, right?
How'd you get so low?
I pre-ordered on Amazon.
I got mine for $50 off a Craigslist dude that sold it to me brand new.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand that. Must have been stolen. Because that game, like if I went to Walmart to buy it, it would have came to $78.
Oh, that's what it was. 78. Maybe I was over exaggerating.
Yeah.
No, some games could be high, like NHL 16 is $90.
But yeah, like all the PS4 games that are how much are they, Jeff? $79.99 brand new, plus tax.
Yeah.
So it comes to like $90.
Well, 85.
Well, still, it's practically 90.
If it's over 80, I'm already thinking 90.
Yeah.
It really does depend on the game too.
But that's why I buy consoles after they're out a couple, 3 years, and then there's always lots of used games to pay for $20 or $30 or whatever, right?
I'm an idiot, so I stand in line and wait for it to come out the day it comes out, and then the game sucks.
I do with some games. Like I was in the line for the Majora's Mask 3DS. I was in line for the Smash Brothers on the Wii U and the 3DS.
There was no line for Majora's Mask. You walked in early than I did. I went early.
Well, you know what I mean. I went on launch day.
Did you guys go to the same store that day?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was at a different store. We talked about this earlier, that's why. Alright, gentlemen, I think we had a pretty good show today.
Yeah.
Jorge didn't ruin it.
What's up, dude?
Nothing.
What'd you call me?
I said Jorge didn't ruin it.
Oh. Fuck off, Jeff.
He enhanced it.
Enhance with the banana.
I'm gonna give you so much shit when we're done.
I'm pretty sure.
Your Facebook message is gonna be blowing up, especially since I'm gonna be up all night. I'm just gonna be messaging you the whole time, Jeff.
Well, it's been great to have you though, guys.
Thanks for having me, man.
And we will be back again.
Yes, sir.
You'll have your revenge. There's no show next week, folks, now.
I'll make sure and put a digital sword in my USB for the next time we meet, Jeff.
Alright. So, we'll go from my left to my right. Steve, EC Retro Gamer. Speak.
Thanks for having me, Jeff.
Of course.
What do you want me to say?
You said it. You said it, Spike.
Alright, thanks for having me.
I have Jorge from G-Unit Colima and Beer Butt Chicken. There you go. Extra endorsements.
What's going on, guys? This is Gina Kalima. Thanks for having me. And hopefully we'll see you soon.
Josh, Creep Elite, who finally got on board.
Yeah, man. Good times. Thanks for having me on the stream.
Of course, man. MT Shark 7. Hey, thanks for all the topics, too, man. I think that was a pretty good show. I told you it'd be a good show.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me, Jeff.
Absolutely. I'll do this myself because I know if I let Jorge do this, he'll just roast me to death. All right.
Let Jorge do it. Let Jorge do it.
You better hurry, Jeff. You better hurry. I'm giving you a chance.
Go ahead. Do it.
No.
Nice.
No, just no, Jeff. Just no. Just go. The beautiful Slashers Elite from the Great White North. Thanks for having us all here, man. Really appreciate it.
Of course, man. Thanks for watching, everyone. Gamers of the Night.